Ignore the junk behind me. Sorry I'm late. I know I'm late, late, late. Um, I didn't sleep well last night, and just it is what it is. I'm late. So anyway, today's live is brought to you by Nomad Internet. Don't forget to get your subscription down there. The link is down there, nomadinternet.com. Don't forget to use coupon code CrystalVanner25. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm trying out this old mic that I used to do. Let me know if you can hear me or not. I know you will. Um, I need some chapstick. So that's one thing I forgot to do before I got on camera. Hold on. I'm so tired. Y'all just don't know how tired I am. The tired is beyond tired. Is beyond tired, y'all. I I do have some good news to share with you guys. Someone said they can hear us. Oh, good. All right, so I'm very tired because I got back yesterday from Virginia. You guys know that I'm kind of back and forth between Virginia and here. And I got back from Virginia yesterday and started tackling some of the mess that I had piled up here. It's not organized, but I do have some of it boxed up and put in my little alcove. If you check out last Saturday's live, you'll see the alcove I showed you in my bedroom. So, and then I couldn't sleep. Someone says they can hear me but can't see me. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I stepped away for a second, but I said I was stepping away, so maybe you're behind. Maybe you're behind in time. Anyway, yeah. So this is my old mic. If you guys don't know, I used to. Let me turn you. I used to do a podcast for the Vanner Fanner family channel partners, and I bought this mic. You know, I had the whole setup back in Cardinal. I had the whole setup doing the podcast and everything. Yeah, it wasn't very well received or listened to, so I stopped it. But if you are a channel partner on Patreon, then you have the link to where all those podcasts are housed and you can listen to them. I will try and see if I can put them on the community tab for the channel partners who are on YouTube. I assume that I can still use the same link. I'm hoping. So that only makes sense. Okay, let me jump on the live on my tablet here so that I can keep an eye on the chat. I didn't set my laptop up. That was something else I wanted to do, was to set up my laptop, because it's so much easier to follow the chat in the laptop. I can make it big on the laptop because I can pop it out on the screen. Ugh, needless to say. However, if you do have a question, make sure you're putting it in all caps with an emoji before it. Please make sure you're saving the caps for questions, not for your statements of excitement, just because it will draw my attention to the questions that need to be answered. And while I love your statements, sometimes they don't necessarily need to be acknowledged in the time frame that we have. Auntie Catherine, who likes to write in all caps. um, I did not sleep well last night. I was up at about a little before 3 a.m. and did not go back to sleep until like 8:30-ish was the last time I maybe looked at the time before realizing I had fallen asleep. So I was running late this morning with starting this live, so please forgive me for that. But I appreciate you for being here, especially my West Coast family, because I know you guys are 2 hours behind us. So it is not 11 something where you are. Okay. It is 9 something. And I appreciate that because not everybody gets up early, especially on a weekend. So I appreciate you, all of you. I'm looking through the chat. I don't see any questions yet. I see a lot of caps, but they're not questions. So, and here's one. Okay, somebody's talking to somebody else. Okay, so yeah, if you have a question, please put it in all caps with the emoji beforehand. Okay, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hi Gigi. Gigi's Van Escape is here. I know Gigi has a channel, so go check out her channel. I don't honestly, Gigi. I will say now that I haven't been watching much YouTube, so I really don't know what's going on your channel. But I know you have one, so if you want to check out a new full-time band dweller, I believe you are now full-time. Definitely look at Gigi's channel. And Gigi, if you want to come hang out with us for a night or two, definitely hit up Miss V or myself. I think you have both or at least one of our phone numbers. And you can come hang out with us here in North Carolina if you want to take a little trip from Louisiana, I believe you're from. Anyway, hi, Shotgun. Um, I don't know what the weather is here because I haven't looked out the window at all. It's very sunny, but I think it's very cold as well. So there's a smudge on my screen. Um, I think it's very cold outside. I bought a heater off of Amazon. It came while I was gone, and um, it's not working properly. I don't know if it's kicking off because of. So I read all the instructions. Let me show you the. Do I have it? Oh, hold on, it might not even have it accessible. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Oh, jeez Louise, I'm so tired. So it's Trotronics is the name of it. I read the instruction booklet, like why won't this heater stay on? I'm thinking uh that the wiring in our rental is not accommodating this heater is what I'm thinking. So it is not staying on at all. And it has a little remote control and all that. I unplugged it for a few minutes last night and then plugged it back up, and then it worked fine. And then it tripped off again. The little light stays on, the little red light stays on, showing you that it's plugged in, but it will not stay on or come on when the temperature goes down. So I had it set to 67, which, if you know me, that's cold for me. Normally, I would have heat set to 70 or 72, but with a small room like this and a space heater, I don't quite need it that warm. Plus, I have two fleece blankets on my bed, so I don't quite need it that warm in the air because that just dries me out sinus wise, and I don't like that feeling. Then my throat hurts the next morning, and my sinuses are all dried up, and then got a bunch of boogers in my nose, and that's not a whole thing I'm trying to have. So I figured 67 was decent enough. It has an oscillating, it's got the remote. I figured if I got too cold, I could use the remote and just beep, 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 hit it up a couple degrees. No, it won't stay on. It won't do anything. So I'm going to have to send it back, unfortunately. Yeah, I haven't been really ordering from Amazon like that for a while now. And, because I'm not trying to give Jeff Bezos any more of my money. He don't need to be any richer and not pay his employees, what they need to be paid for the work that they're doing. Anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. Um, so I'm gonna have to send this crap back. And I don't even know where there is a Kohl's or a whatchamacallit, UPS, FedEx store, whatever around here. This is such a small town. Like, we're literally maybe 13 or 15 miles from Danville, Virginia. We are in North Carolina, but we're in a small town on the border of North Carolina and Virginia. And I have no idea where any of those two places where I could return, because Kohl's takes Amazon returns. At least they were taking Amazon returns. No charge. They will box it up and send it back for you and everything. Ugh, it's annoying. So I guess I will have to go to my second hated place, which is Walmart, and get a space heater. And because at least I can take it back to the actual store. Anyway, there was a question there. Jody asked, "Do people in Virginia treat you differently when they find out you don't live in sticks and bricks?" Right now, I am living in sticks and bricks. So as far as anyone's concerned, I don't live the van life right now. I'm not walking around announcing it. I'm in North Carolina. I'm on the border of Virginia and North Carolina, but I'm on the North Carolina side. I'm not walking around announcing it to people, so no. Hey, Mr. N, G20 banner. We need to talk because I've got to get this floor done in M.O.N.A. So, Mr. N wants to know how M.O.N.A did on the trip. So, yes, if you don't know, last Saturday after the live, I drove to Virginia. I drove M.O.N.A to Virginia to get her checked out by my boyfriend, who's a mechanic. Hi, B. I don't know if you're watching or not, but you didn't call me this morning, and I'm feeling some type of way about it. Anyway, um, so he looked it over. He said, my engine is great. He said that, I'm getting text messages, sorry. He said that she's good engine wise, and we do believe it's 103,000 miles and change, not 203,000 miles and change. But there's really no way for me to 100% verify that. Mr. P does have some paperwork he was able to pull. I am apparently the 10th owner of M.O.N.A, so it could very well be 203,000 miles. But we're thinking because it's an RV, most people are not driving an RV. Like, I'm gonna be driving an RV. Like, Mama Willow was driving an RV, and like the previous owner that she bought M.O.N.A from was driving an RV. So we're gonna err on the side that it's 103,000 miles. I hate not having that extra digit. Ugh, there's so many things that are like, ugh, but it's an 88. What can you do? They did not expect people, I guess, to drive past, you know, 99,999. I guess. I don't know. It's 88. It wasn't that long ago. I mean, I was in high school. Good Lord. Can we have the extra digit? I don't understand. Why? I don't understand why they did not. I just don't get it. It is what it is. Yes, I see that I saw your last communicado. Thank you. I saw it. um, but yeah, so we're gonna say it's 103,000 some odd miles. So she did not need the tune-up. He said that plugs and wires and stuff looked okay. The engine is really good shape. She did need a muffler, which is why she was very loud. She's much quieter now. Um, but the RV part, there are cabinet creaks and reeks and stuff, and things jiggle a little bit. And all the cabinets are pretty much empty. I don't have anything in there. But there's little creaks and stuff that happen within the house part that probably aren't going to go anywhere, and that's okay. But the mechanical stuff is looking good. The only two issues that we have, that one may or may not be fixable, and if it is fixable, it might be quite costly and may not be worth putting the money into, is the gas gauges. So M.O.N.A has two gas tanks. She is a Ford E250. Sorry, I'm so used to having a 150. E250, and she has two gas tanks, which is very interesting that she has two gas tanks. So I guess when they did the RV part, they added another gas tank. So okay, you can stop texting me. I'm on my live. It keeps popping up. But so yeah, so she has two gas tanks. I still have no idea how much each gas tank holds because I've never been completely empty to find that out. So I don't know how much they are. I know in Taurus and in Cardinal, they both had 32-gallon tanks original with their E150. So I'm assuming her E250 tank might be a 32-gallon tank, her original tank. I don't know what the other tank is. And because my gas gauges do not work in M.O.N.A, I honestly don't know when I'm empty. So I don't want to run out of gas. And I'm assuming that's why Mama Willow had two gas tanks on the back hitch tray, because just in case you run out of gas. because she left me with 2 gas tanks. And I'm assuming she's probably run out of gas before because the gas gauges don't work. So the rear gas tank, it has a little switch on it right under the steering column area, where the pedals are within arm's reach, that says rear and front. So you can switch back and forth while driving. Um, so I've been using the rear tank mostly, but when you switch to the rear tank, oh shoot, something fell that I had sitting kind of crooked here. Sorry. Um, when you switch to the rear tank, the gas gauge goes to empty. It always reads empty even when it's full. So you see where my problem is. I would like to drive and run out of gas so I can fill up and see how much the tank holds. But I really don't want to run out of gas. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this love hate relationship with my gas tanks right now. And of course, because it always reads empty, you're not going to get the signal or the light up when you're near empty because it always reads empty. So the front gas tank reads a quarter less. And it's not a full quarter, it's like a little more than a half of a quarter of a tank uh less than what you have. So when you fill up and you switch to the front tank and you start up the car, it goes to almost full, but not quite. So both gas gauges do not work properly. So I've just been topping off when I feel like I should top off. So yeah. But anyway, with the few things that were done to Mona this week, I do think it helped her gas mileage a little bit. Kathy was getting about 8 miles per gallon when she drove her across from Arizona to me in North Carolina, which is horrible. Um, Absolutely horrible. So I am hoping to get her up to 10. I mean, like, can we please get 10? Can we please get 10 or more? I am so used to Taurus and Cardinal both getting 18 to 20 that this is like freaking me out. So, yeah, this is a whole nother beast. I do not think I will be driving Mona across country more than once. I would like to drive her across country um, for Mama Willow to see what I've done to her in person, and Mama Willow's daughter to see what I've done to her in person, and then that's it. She's gonna make it back across to Arizona one time, and then that's it. I hope at some point to be able to buy another minivan and use that as my cross country um, vehicle. So when I want to go across country to Arizona, I can be in a minivan instead of a big gas guzzling vehicle. I'm even toying with the idea of maybe in 2021 or 2022, maybe leaving Mona on the West Coast in storage. So when I go out and spend my winters on the West Coast, I'll live in Mona, pull her out of storage, and live in her from like December to April, and then drive my minivan back to the East Coast and live on the East Coast for the spring and summer months, which I said I was not going to be doing that again, but I may toy with that in another, couple of years, decide to do that. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I have so many ideas of what van life is going to look like for me in the future that I don't know the in between steps to getting there. I know there's land in my future at some point, land ownership, but there's a lot of little in between things I have to get done before that happens, as far as credit and getting my name off of other people's bills that are making my credit worse. But yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of steps in between. I'm hoping within 10 years to be able to buy some kind of land. So by the time I'm 60 or, 62ish, retirement age, because who really can retire at 62 nowadays? Some of us aren't so lucky. I'm eyeballing and side-eyeing that person who she knows who she is. Um, anyway, you know they can really hear you now. I'm just letting you know. The walls are thin. That was V. I know y'all heard her. They can really hear you now. Yes, they can. They can hear you. If you can hear her, put a thumbs up because I know you can hear her. Anyway, so if you don't know, the rental house, apartment. I keep saying apartment, but it's really a house. It's an addition to a house. It's not an apartment. I'm saying it's an apartment because it's small-ish, but it really is a house. It's an added on. You didn't hear Miss V? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't hear her. Oh my gosh. Ugh, don't say that. Just tell her you do hear her. Even if you don't. She's so loud. She's so loud. Who were you talking to in the middle of the night anyway? I heard you. um so it is an addition on the side of a house. So we have 2 bedrooms, a small living room, kitchen room, dining area. And then there's a back area with a wood stove that we don't plan on using that we're gonna use as storage. So but yeah, so we are living together. We're not just traveling together now, we are living together. But yeah, so we do have a kitchen. I think somebody asked that. Of course, there is an actual kitchen. This is an actual house. The heat is propane heat. Like I told you guys, I won't be showing you the rest of the house because I don't live here by myself. So I'm not showing you the rest of the house because I'm respecting her privacy. But you will see, you know, everything in my room. And you will get some videos of me going through all my crap and organizing it. And once I start working on M.O.N.A, you'll get those videos. But I'm taking a break right now. There's a lot. My body is just like, please, please stop. So I'm listening to it before I make it worse. So anyway, there's a lot to do, a lot to do in my life. And so we're hoping to be in this rental through March. Whether or not I stay longer is an option. I can stay here by myself, and that can be an option for me because it is quite affordable. So, yeah, we'll see. I know V is anxious to get back to Arizona, so I will probably, hopefully, be taking that trip with her to get her out there, stay, you know, a month or so, and then bring my butt on back to the East Coast. Again, that's still all up in the air because I don't really have any cemented plans at this point. There's so every day my mind changes, every day circumstances change, every day I just want to give up on so many things, and then there are other things that I want to give in my all, and then there are some things that I'm just like I'm never going to do that again, and then there are things that are like, oh well, I know I said I wouldn't do it again, but it's looking appealing right now. So 2020 has just been one of those years. um, I am right now just trying to organize and get rid of stuff that I don't need. Then I will start figuring out what I need to do in M.O.N.A. Um, as far as getting her ready to travel. I don't feel, oh, good Lord, another alarm. I don't feel as rushed, which is good because I don't want to be rushed. And that was the main reason for us getting this rental for the winter because otherwise I basically would have just been rushed trying to do whatever and just any old thing to M.O.N.A so I could live in it before it got cold. So this was another reason for us getting this winter rental because there was no way for me to live in M.O.N.A as is. It just isn't doable for me. And to be rushed into something and to continue to try and live in Taurus the way the bed is in there was going to just cause me more pain and anxiety. So Taurus is pretty much emptied. I think there's just a couple little things in him, but he is pretty much empty right now, and he's just being driven as a, you know, kind of daily driver vehicle right now. He does have plans I'm not sure if those plans are in cement yet because I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm not sure if I want to do what I said I was going to do with him. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It is every day changes. Every day changes. Anyway, I'm going to go into the chat because I'm just talking about nothing. Off Gridish wants to know so far what is the biggest change transition from Taurus to Mona? The gas mileage. Clearly, the gas mileage. Um, that's really all I can compare because I haven't lived in Mona. I haven't slept in Mona. I haven't done anything in Mona life wise that I have done in Taurus. So the only biggest transition is the fact that I get half the amount of gas mileage, less than half actually. So I can't compare apples to oranges having lived in Taurus for a year and never lived in Mona. The only thing I've done is drive them. That's the only thing I can compare is the drivability to them. Oh, the other thing in Mona that is needs fixing. I'm sorry, I went on a whole nother rant. So the one thing the two things I was saying. So the one thing was the gas gauges. It could be a wiring issue, and someone's saying that that might be very expensive to put into an 88. I still kind of feel like I want to take her to a Ford dealership and see what they say. The other issue is her cruise control doesn't work. She has cruise, which is great for an 88. However, cruise control has never worked. And I found out this week why. Because the cruise control module or the servo is completely missing. Someone took it out. One of her previous owners, not Mama Willow, one of her other 8 owners completely took it out. And we're assuming because it didn't work, and maybe they couldn't find a replacement, or maybe they decided, it's not worth replacing. There's just a space there where it's supposed to be, and it's not there. So that's another thing. If you know me, I drive with cruise control, especially long distance. So, yeah, I definitely need cruise control. Even just driving from here to Virginia, 260 ish miles is very difficult. I, again, want to thank Kathy because driving from Arizona to North Carolina with no cruise control, I'm just saying. Woo! Bless you. I know your sciatic was hurting. I know you stayed in hotels every night and soaked in Epsom salts, and I understand why. Because even me just driving from here to where I go to Virginia, my knee and hip kill me because I can't take my foot off the, accelerator to move and shift my hips around like I normally do. So I completely really need that fixed. I'm hoping it's not something that's going to be very expensive. I can't find an 88 part, so that's something else I will be going to a Ford dealer for or calling a Ford dealer for to get the part number because you guys know if you're familiar with cars, sometimes the year previous and the year after the parts numbers are exactly the same. So I need to see what the part number is so I can search for the part number and not necessarily the year specs because sometimes the year specs are the same for several years in a row. So that's what I need to know. So I'm going to be becoming close friends with a Ford dealer at some point. So I'm sure there's one in Danville. Anyway, um, any other question other than that? Please do not put your greetings in all caps. Only put questions in all caps, everybody. If you're familiar with this channel, we don't do caps for just regular old talking. NYC says, are you planning to work while you are in Sticks and Bricks? I cannot work right now. I am still injured from the accident last month and am still dealing with that and lawyers and trying to get my pain and suffering settlement. That's all I'm saying about that. G20 is saying gas tank float could need to be replaced. Don't know. We shall see. I'm hoping it's something simple and not a wiring issue. I do have a stack of papers in the back pocket behind the driver's seat that Mama Willow gave me because she did do some repairs. So I need to go through that stack. I just haven't because I have so much crap in here that needs to be gone through. that I haven't even pulled that stack out of Mona to even look at it. So I have no idea what was done because she did do some gas tank stuff. And I think she replaced the actual gas tanks. I'm not sure if both or one or whatever, but I have to look through there. Just for the love of it, thank you for being a channel partner. Says, hi, I was wondering, would there be people with, I think there's a couple typos here, but I'm going to try and figure this out. I was wondering, would there be people in van life looking for a partner just for company and help? I would really like to try a month or so to travel and see what it's like. Listen, I'm going to say your best bet for that is Bob Wells. Now, I've kind of eased up on watching YouTube, and I really don't watch Bob Wells' channel anymore because I'm doing this. I know pretty much all I need to know, so I don't really watch his channel much anymore. He does have a website, cheaprvliving.com, and there's a forum there. I don't know if they're going to be doing caravans again or not, so don't quote me on this. Don't say Crystal Vanner said, because you be lying. But he was doing caravans at one point. I know with the COVID, everybody has changed up things. I believe there's not going to be an RTR in person, which makes sense because no BLM land. Um, People are going to let you have big functions like that on their land, so it makes sense. But check and see on his forum, on his social media, if they're doing caravans or if there are people you can meet in the forums that you can hook up with and travel with for a month. Now, don't be out here willy nilly meeting people and get yourself killed by some serial killer, okay? Don't do that. Trust your gut, have multiple conversations, meet multiple times in public places, get to know a person before you just run off traveling with them. Now, I know someone back in 2018 who did this. They met someone in Bob Wells's forum. It was two women. They met each other. They talked a lot offline. Um, he is texting me that they're doing virtual caravans, which is so weird. How do you do virtual caravan? That's weird. But I know that there are places you can meet people and decide whether or not you guys connect, mesh, whatever, and travel together. Now, trust your gut and move with caution because people be crazy. Don't say Crystal Vanna told you to meet somebody and don't blame anything on me. You're a grown A person. Angela H says, if you could go back to the year before you started van life, what would you have done differently to make the transition better? I probably would have spent that year researching, working online, and probably trying to secure some sort of real job or income online and have it established for a year before hitting the road. That's really the only thing I would change. The income side of it is very sporadic for me. I live very cheaply. I can stretch out my dollars. You know, you travel less when you make less. It just is what it is. So that's probably the one thing I would have changed is securing some kind of an online virtual income for a whole year while living in sticks and bricks before hitting the road. But, you know, I'm one of these impulsive people. I just make decisions and do it. And whatever happens, happens. It only affects me. So it is what it is. Sandra, thanks for being on the chat. It's 110 people watching and only 72 thumbs up. Y'all disappointing me. You really are. You're breaking my heart. Sandra says, did you pay for M.O.N.A or was it gifted to you? Just wondering if it was a bad purchase. M.O.N.A was gifted to me. It was not a bad purchase. So M.O.N.A was gifted to me by Mama Willow. Mama Willow is my adopted van life mom. If you don't know who Mama Willow is, you would have to have been here back in 2017 watching my channel. The end of 2017, like October 2017, all the way through February of 2018 is when you mostly saw Mama Willow. So if you want to go back and look at those videos, you can. You can look at, if you type in Crystal Vanner, Mama Willow, at least one video should pop up. I think her name might be in the title of at least one video. So she was a subscriber at that point back in 2017. before I hit the road full time traveling. Because remember, I started this journey in 2015. The first 2 years I worked my school job, 2015, 2016, and all the way through summer of 2017. I worked the school job until I decided it's travel time now or never. And so I hit the road after working summer school in 2017. Did some visiting with some folks, and then in October I hit the road heading out to Arizona for a November deadline. So Mama Willow reached out to me after me saying on a video that I really needed to soak my bones and I would love to be in a hot tub. Well, her daughter had a hot tub at her home where she was staying, and so the invitation was given. I went, I stayed a week. She was going out to Arizona as well in her minivan, and we decided to caravan together. Thank goodness we did. Thank the universe. Thank the creator, because she had a medical emergency, and if she were by herself, she might not have survived. So I'm glad I was there for her. It was not accident that we met, and so I became her daughter, and she became my mom. So that's why she's Mama Willow, and her daughter became my sister. So that's what it is. She will. I could go months without talking to her. Doesn't matter. She's still my mom. Doesn't matter. Now Carbon Nomad says, late to the party. Are you going to celebrate your 50th birthday on the East Coast? Yes, I will be celebrating my 50th birthday here on the East Coast. Um, yeah, I think I'm going to celebrate my 50th. I want to celebrate my 50th birthday at the New Generation Campground here, um, because he has a really nice, like, event hall. Um, we will see. That's some discussions I need to have with the owner and see, what the price is. Um, I think I'm only going to do 50 people for my 50th because I want to keep it intimate. I want to keep it very private, I guess you would say. It's not going to be just for the Vanner Fanner family. I know you guys really want to celebrate with me, but I will probably do maybe a camping thing for you guys, some kind of camping event for you to celebrate with me. But the actual party for my 50th, I want to do something intimate with like 50 people. So the 50 people who have really, through this van life journey, have really held me down. I know some of them are on the West Coast, so they might be like, I ain't coming all the way out there. So we'll see. We'll see. David asks, hey Crystal, happy. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I appreciate the sentiment. What else do you need from Mona? USB electronics, things for your kitchen, bathroom. Will you be coming to North Carolina in 2020? I mean, New York City in 2021. I don't really do New York City. I have driven through it several times. I did one overnight activity stay so I could put the sticker on my sticker map, but New York City is not really van life friendly. I mean, it's a big old city. The parking restrictions are crazy. Sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. So I don't really do it. I've had invitations for the last 2 or 3 years to come there. Oh, I have land, I have a driveway, I have this you can park in. But now I'm in an RV. So everything changes when it comes to going through cities. Before, in regular vans, minivans, the regular, conversion vans, the E150s, you can park those pretty much anywhere. Now being in Mona, I already know, and I knew I would not be stealth anymore. And my life is such now that stealth is not a factor for me because I don't plan on being in places where I need to be stealth. So, just saying. Um, Ma wants to know, how are you feeling since the accident? That is a hard question to answer. Because just like anything else, there are good days and bad days. Um, Driving is interesting because you never know when you're going to have a little bit of a panic attack, or just some anxiety driving. Pain wise, I am almost always in pain, but you guys know I already have this joint condition. This is just kind of what's the word, exacerbated it more, because the pain that I'm having from the accident, from the whiplash, is mostly the neck and the shoulder, both shoulders, but mainly this left. Because when I was driving and I got hit and jerked, and I showed you guys the left side, or the driver's side of the van, how it had that wave going down it. I think that's why my left side hurt so much. My left neck and my left shoulder hurt the most, and I think that's why, because I think the force, or the shock wave of the impact, went down that left side. And so I do have a lot of issues occasionally raising the left shoulder all the way, or the left arm all the way. And there are times I just can't raise it at all. And it almost feels like, I've never had a dislocated shoulder or joint, but it almost feels like that's what it would feel like if you were partially dislocated. It almost feels like it's not in the socket all the way, like it's slightly askew, and that's why I can't lift my arm. That's what it feels like to me. So whether or not that's the, I don't know, but that's when I'm equating the pain to. When I can't raise it, it feels like my joint, the ball where the shoulder goes into the socket, feels like it's not in there right. And I feel like if I could just move it a certain way and pop it a certain way, that it would be okay. That does not happen. It just eventually goes away. But that's what it feels like. I don't know. Craig says you're 50. I thought you were 35. No, I am going to be 50 in May. Black don't crack. Yeah, I will be 50 May 13th. I have a one and done son, meaning I only have one child. He will be 26 in January. So, and a 4-year-old granddaughter. So yeah, I'm a grandma. Lou wants to know, are you creating art, painting, sculpting? This will increase your money potential. Ain't nobody about to buy my art. I appreciate you though. Ain't nobody about to buy no art from me. Um, but yeah, so I have to go through my art supplies. I did have them out one day with my new friend, and she and I did a little bit of art. I did restring, so okay. I have some real pearls that someone gave me that were their mother's, and they are uncut, like uncultured pearls. So they're not those small little round perfect pearls. They're like uncut. They're, kind of oddly shaped. And they were on a necklace that got broken, and so I restrung them on some jewelry, um, thread, and put some ends on it to make a necklace. I was actually making a waist bead, and I can wear it on my waist or my neck. I can do either. But I would love to get them appraised because they're beautiful. I also have ivory, which I know is a big no-no. She didn't want to sell them because of, what's going on with, in Africa and the elephants and all that, and it's not something she wanted to sell. But I would love to get these things appraised and see what their worth is. It's real ivory, real pearls. I have a couple of different pearls, but Gigi is saying these sounds. Listen, I will be on here as long as I want. Don't be telling me. I started late. Okay. I wish I could hear what she's saying to me. Gigi said it sounds like a torn rotator cuff. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Having never have had that issue, so I didn't even think about the fact that it could be a torn rotator cuff. Huh, interesting. Anyway, again, so I kind of have been dibbling and dabbling into some jewelry making again. Um, I want to do some painting. I want to get back into some earring making or what have you. So we'll see. I just think it's more of an outlet for creativity and just a calming kind of zen thing. I truly don't think it's going to bring me any income. I just don't think I'm that kind of artist that it would produce income. And nobody wants a crystal original. I'm just saying. Um, so I hope that answers your question about creating art. I hope to get back into it, but there's so much other things, so many other things right now that are on the front burner, that art has been put on the back burner. Even though I enjoy it immensely, it's just not something I can, and I say that also laughing at myself saying that, because we always say, "Oh, I don't have time for that." Yeah, we sit and watch Netflix for hours, but that doesn't require brain cells, and sometimes you just want to escape. And so watching Netflix for 3 or 4 or 5 or however many hours you watch Netflix for, which is what I did all night when I couldn't sleep, um, and I listened to some podcasts too. Um, it doesn't require you to think. You just kind of veg out. I started watching American Horror Story, um, the new season of that. It's crazy, but I love it because it's like paying homage to the old slasher horror movies from back in the 70s. Love it. It is crazy, but I love it. So yeah, I would like to say that I'm being more creative, but I'm being creative in other ways with the Crystal Vanner brand. And I need my team, they know who they are, to we need to have a team meeting. I don't know if we need to do it through Zoom or what, but we need to have a team meeting so we can, I need stuff written down, okay? I need action plan. We need to get an action plan. I need to know what I need to do. We need to figure out what y'all need to do. I'm just saying. Anyway, um what other questions did I miss? Angela H again. Have you made a video about your new boyfriend, or have I just missed the whole story about him? LOL. Congrats. And I can hear Miss V. Angela can hear you now. I have not made a video about my new boyfriend. She said you're lying. You can't hear her. I don't think he wants to be on video. If you know about my other channel, I have talked about my love style. I don't talk about that here because I know it will lose me subscribers. So if you know about my other channel, then you know about my love style and you know about the boyfriend's situation. So if you don't know about the other channel, you can email me, crystal at crystalvanner.com, and I can give you the link for that channel. But I don't advertise on this channel about that channel because it will definitely lose me some subscribers. And I know I haven't done anything on that channel in a while, but the accident happened and all this other stuff happened, and I have been thinking about that channel, and I know I promised 2 videos a month on that channel, and it hasn't happened for like 2 months. So I'm going to probably be getting a video up on that channel soon. Someone says, oh, Angela again. I know you don't want to show your house due to privacy reasons, but can you ask Miss V if we can see you don't at least one cooking video? I am not cooking. She has taken over the kitchen. I don't get to cook. Apparently. So, uh yeah, the kitchen is her space. So, and everything she cooks has meat in it, so she won't even cook for me. I keep telling her I'm the man in this relationship. She treats me like the man in this relationship, but I don't get no boyfriend or husband, no husband boyfriend privileges. None. Can I at least get a meal? I don't get nothing. I don't get no look, I don't get no sex. I don't get no meals. I don't get nothing that a man's supposed to get. You guys know I'm not gay. Nothing against my LGBTQ community. I love y'all, but I'm just saying. Can I just look at you walking around naked? Can I just have some eye candy? Can I have something? Disclaimer, this video was not made for children. Right, I get no benefits. None. I get no benefits, but when something needs to be put together, when something needs to be fixed, when a bug is crawling on the wall, like she calls me for all of that stuff, but I don't get no benefits. She nags me like a wife. We argue like an old married couple in the store. Everything. I get no benefits. None. None. Can you just cook one meal? Can you cook cabbage without meat? Can I have something without the meat? I get no benefits. None. I cannot. Eve says, "Do you know when you would do Freaky Fridays again?" I don't know. I'm hoping in January to start Freaky Fridays again. We'll see. I know you guys miss them, but they're so boring. They're so boring because they depend on you guys, and y'all clam up when it comes time to Freaky Friday. I'm not saying nothing more about my freaky, okay? I've said it all and I'm not going to keep repeating it. I'm just not. Y'all, the Freaky Friday is driven by you. And if you guys are not willing to share your freaky, I'm not going to do them. The last several were so boring and they lasted, the very last one was the worst. So, yeah, I can't do it. Somebody said that you're like Wilson. Yes, she's my tool time. Wilson. You don't even get to see the eyes though. You just hear the voice. You hear what Angela's writing to you, Miss V? You see it? Read it. I'd have no benefits. I'd have to do all the things and I get no benefits. I don't understand. I don't understand. This relationship is so one-sided. All I want is a meal every once in a while. That's it. A couple times a week. That's it. Oh god, it's too funny. But she knows I love her. Love her to death. And I know she loves me, even though she shows it in odd ways. I know whoever's watching this for the first time is like, what the hell? Hey, that's what we do here. You just never know. You just never know what's going to happen in these lives. It just is what it is. Just is what it is. It just happens the way it happens. Sock puppets. I told you I'm gonna just start recording some of our shenanigans without her permission. I'm just gonna record some of the stuff, some of the back and forth discussions we have and arguments we have, and just make those sock puppets, okay? I'm just gonna make those sock puppets and have them just be voicing everything while the recording is playing. And I'm gonna start a whole new channel for entertainment purposes because some of the stuff that comes out of her mouth, okay? Especially when she's mad. It's hilarious. And the world needs that comedy, okay? The world just needs that laugh. I will deal with the consequences later. It's most funny is when the patois comes out. She doesn't even realize it because she's so angry and she just slips into it and I don't even know what she's saying. But the longer I'm around her, the more of it I understand. Oh no, I did not make my tea this morning. I was running late, Eve. Oh gosh. Angela says your last Freaky Friday was born because I wasn't there. People don't come to Freaky Friday if you can't be real with your freak. I'm telling you, people will come and just clam up and be like, oh, what is this? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Freaky Friday is not for the lighthearted. It's not for the faint-hearted. And if you can't channel your inner freak, then just don't even bother showing up. I can't believe y'all all say you miss Freaky Friday, but then y'all don't show up. Oh gosh, I can't with y'all. All right, so we're gonna say January. I'm gonna try it again in January. Second Friday starting in January. We'll do Freaky Friday. All I'm saying is you best show up. I am gonna try and get the Zoom call to work. I think it's better with the Zoom where you can see more than me on the screen and other people can talk on the screen and it's not just me reading the chat. Now, last time I tried it, neither the sound nor the picture was working. Then I got the picture to work and then the sound didn't work. So I'm going to do some more research on that. I've got plenty of time to do it. and figure out how to make that Zoom work with YouTube. Yeah, it's they don't make it easy trying to integrate other things, into everything. And I know I have to use my laptop for that, which is perfect being in a sticks and bricks because, as far as powering that, it will work. So, yeah. Um, the urban boondocker, Bumbleclad. We do have a lot of fun, even though she thinks that it's not funny. I think a lot of it's funny. My teacup is sitting up here on my headboard, but yeah, I didn't make my tea. I'm probably going to do that right after this. May wants to know what's the good news you mentioned earlier. I told you about Mona. Yeah, I don't know how you missed it, but she is in great mechanical shape. More, she's having a whole conversation in there. She's in much better mechanical shape than I was expecting. So that was the good news. I mean, I kind of knew it because obviously she made it from Arizona all the way here. You're right. I have been researching a lot of StreamYard, Gigi, and I think it's something that I am going to start using. Definitely, it looks like it works better, and I also don't have to. I can take my Zoom paid account and get rid of it because I do have a Zoom paid account. Because with the paid account, you can do more than 45 minutes of a Zoom call, and it's not really worth the $14.99 a month. So I'm gonna ext that bill. So yes, StreamYard is probably something I'm going to. I've been watching those videos have been just popping up on my thing the last couple times I was on YouTube because I was researching some stuff, um, creator stuff, not just watching videos for pleasure, which is normally all I'm doing on YouTube lately. When I do get on it, is I'm researching stuff for made for content creators, trying to better my channel, trying to better my brand, blah 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 blah. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to do in 2020 that got put on hold, so now I'm starting that stuff back up. So yes, StreamYard is something that I am looking forward to using. Angela, did you update your wish list in Amazon? Yes, I did update the wish list on Amazon, and I'm constantly going through and deleting and adding things as I see the need arise or not arise. And as I go through my stuff, some of the stuff I had and kind of stored away, I'm also deleting and adding things. So yes, the Amazon wish list is currently updated. If you would like to bless in that way, you can. Amazon gift cards are actually better. Um, and I do still have the Virginia address, which is down below in the description box. If you want to just drop a gift card of any kind, that also works. $5 here, $10 here, it all adds up. Probably not gas gift cards because there's so many different gas stations around here, and I just kind of go with the cheapest. Um, but just the Visa gift card I can use buy groceries or what have you, or a Walmart gift card. Even though it's not my favorite place to be, being in this small town, that's pretty much where I have to shop. Yeah, so yeah, that would be a great blessing. Appreciate it. Not asking, just for those that already want to do that, that's a great blessing. There's always PayPal as well. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. We've been on for an hour almost, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Got to be mindful of the people watching the replay. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching and being on the live. Thanks for watching this replay from start to finish without skipping and watching as much of the commercials as you can. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. See you Tuesday for the Q&A. And remember, be good to yourself, be kind to others, and whatever you're doing, I hope you are enjoying it. Bye.